The missing persons case of OAKLEE MAE Snow.
Law enforcement authorities in the Midwest are desperately searching for answers in the disappearance of 2-year-old Oklahoma girl, OAKLEE Snow, after her mother was recently arrested thousands of miles away with no sign of her. OAKLEE MAE Snow is described as being about 2 feet tall and weighing 35 pounds, with blonde hair and big blue eyes.
She was first reported missing on January 19th and was believed to be traveling to Indianapolis with her mother, Madison Marshall.
Investigators say that when Marshall left for Indianapolis, she was also accompanied by her 7-month-old son, Colton Snow, and her boyfriend, Roan Waters. OAKLEE and Colton's father, Zachary Snow, reportedly told investigators with the Seminole County Sheriff's Office that Marshall and Waters took the children from his home in Oklahoma on January 19th without permission, then fled to Indiana, where they could be staying with Waters' mother.
Zachary Snow filed a missing persons report for his children that same day, but no Amber Alert was issued.
So when we was notified, we had no information and nothing that we could issue an Amber Alert. They didn't meet the qualifications. They was with their mother. She has custody. There's no court orders, and there was no proof that they was in danger.
The group reportedly arrived in Indianapolis sometime in late January or early February and began staying at a home owned by Waters' mother, located just south of downtown Indianapolis. While they were staying at the residence, Waters' sister told investigators that she visited her brother and Marshall in the home. She stated that she got into a verbal argument with them after she saw numerous bruises on OAKLEE's legs. On February 9th, Marshall and Waters abandoned 7-month-old Colton Snow in a stranger's home in Indianapolis. They called Waters' sister and asked if she could go get Colton because they had to leave him.
They told her that they had to take OAKLEE to the emergency room because she hit her head while bouncing on a ball. Waters' sister went to the residence where they had left Colton and found him on the couch in a stranger's home. Who knows how long they had already been gone when she arrived.
Marshall never returned with OAKLEE or to get Colton. Waters' sister called Child Protective Services, and Colton was reunited with his father. OAKLEE was last seen with her mother, Madison Marshall, on February 9th, the same day she abandoned her 7-month-old baby boy. At the time, OAKLEE was allegedly being carried out of what a witness described as a crack house.
They said she was either asleep or unconscious. She wasn't moving. She was wrapped in a blanket, and her mother made the comment, "I gotta get her to the hospital. She's been hurt."
Zachary Snow stated that he heard that Marshall dropped their daughter off anonymously at a hospital in Indiana. But he called every hospital he could, but no one knew of OAKLEE. Other family and friends reportedly told investigators that they too contacted every hospital in the area and were unable to find any record of OAKLEE being checked in.
What happened to this precious baby girl that night?
The couple then made their way to Colorado. On March 3rd, 1 month after OAKLEE had last been seen, officers with the Greenwood Village Police Department arrested Waters at a hotel on an outstanding bench warrant from Oklahoma. Back on November 7th, 2022, the district court in Okfuskee County, Oklahoma, had filed for a warrant of arrest for Roan Waters on charges of child abuse.
Police there believe that Roan Waters struck OAKLEE Snow in the face, causing her to have trauma to her mouth and lips. And yet, her mother thought it was a good idea to run away with her children with this man.
Investigators said it looked like Marshall had been staying at the hotel with Waters, but she wasn't there at the time of the arrest, nor were there any signs that the couple were traveling with a child. Waters reportedly told police that he, Marshall, and the 2 kids left his mother's home outside of Indianapolis and went to another house where he and Marshall did drugs and then abandoned baby Colton.
Waters was unable or unwilling to disclose to investigators where OAKLEE was, but police say he told his mother that he helped Marshall drop her off somewhere without getting into any details.
Soon after Waters was arrested, Marshall showed up at the home of Waters' sister back in Indiana, asking if she could stay there. The sister agreed that she could, but only if she told her where Oakley could be found. Marshall left the home on foot instead. The sister hasn't seen or heard from her since.
How can a mother just abandon her children and simply act as if they don't exist? Why wouldn't she have just left them with their father, where they were safe and wanted?
What was the 7 months old? What was his condition when he was?
I know talking to the dad, or I didn't talk, Investigator Williams talked to Dad the other day when he went and got him, and he appears to be fine. And I think the people at the house he was abandoned, whether it was a crack house or not, did the right thing for calling and probably knew they couldn't care for a 7-month-old and probably really didn't want to be involved in anything. So.
On March 23rd, 6 weeks after Oakley was last seen, Marshall was arrested in Harnett County, North Carolina, after authorities received an anonymous tip. Jail records show she was arrested as a fugitive from justice on charges of neglecting a dependent. She is currently being held on an $80,000 secured bond as she awaits extradition. Despite multiple interviews with investigators, authorities have still been unable to locate Oakley. The Cromwell community held a candlelight vigil and bake sale for missing 2-year-old OAKLEE MAE Snow on April 11th, 2023.
Oakley, like most 2-year-olds, loved cookies, so the community came together and held a bake sale to raise money and help the father further his search in bringing this baby girl home.
It's scary, she's got to be scared.
Many at tonight's event believe she's somewhere near Indianapolis and vow not to give up until they find her.
And we're not going to stop until she is home. Until she's home, regardless of the outcome.
Zachary Snow stated, "I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I've been on my phone day in and day out, trying to find somebody that might know where she's at."
I cannot imagine the horror that this father is going through, not knowing if his little girl is alive or dead, or alone and scared.
Have you seen Oakley, her mom Madison Marshall, or Roan Waters since January 19th until the time they were arrested?
You may have the missing piece to the puzzle to help locate Oakley. If you know anything, please let authorities know.
Authorities urge anyone with any information on the case to contact the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department's Missing Persons Unit at 317-327-6160 or call Crime Stoppers of Central Indiana at 317-262-8477.
Please share this video and her story, and let's get Oakley's face out there. My thoughts are with the family, and I pray for her safe return home. Thanks so much for watching my video. Be sure to subscribe, come hang out with me, and hear more missing persons cases. Here's another video to check out in case you missed it, and here's a playlist of all my videos.